Hello everyone, welcome to Spectrum classes. This is our part 3 video on metals and non-metals. This is from the class 10th NCERT syllabus. And here in this video, we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of non-metals. In the previous video, we have already discussed the chemical properties of metals and the reactants which we have used there were 6 reactants like oxygen, water, dilute acid, salt solutions, chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. Similarly, for comparison, we are also going to have reactions of non-metals with the same reactants like oxygen, water, dilute acid, salt solution, chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. So we will going to discuss these reactions one by one, and some of the reactions non-metals will form the products, and with some reactants like water and dilute acid, non-metals do not react. So what is the reason behind this that we are going to discuss in the next slide. So first we are going to discuss the reactions of non-metals with oxygen. So some of the non-metals on reaction with oxygen will form their oxides and their nature of the oxides, and are they further react with the water or they are not going to react with the water, that we are going to discuss here. So here I have summarized which are given in your syllabus are carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, again carbon and hydrogen. These all are non-metals. So here carbon on reaction with oxygen, this will give carbon dioxide. Similarly, sulfur on reaction with water gives sulfur dioxide. Phosphorus on reaction with oxygen gives phosphorus pentaoxides. Penta stands for 5. So pentaoxide, so 5 oxygens, right? Again, this reaction of carbon with oxygen is repeated over here, but we get different product. Here, the carbon on reaction with oxygen will give carbon monoxide. Mono stands for 1. Here is carbon dioxide. Di stands for 2. So 2 oxygens and monooxygen. So carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Here, hydrogen on reaction with water, we will get H2O. So H2O, you are very much familiar with this. This is known as water molecule. This reaction will also be considered when we are considering the reactions of water. So please do remember this, right? Here the nature of the oxides which are formed by the non-metals on reaction with oxygen are carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, phosphorus pentaoxide are acidic in nature, and carbon monoxide, water are neutral in nature. At the same time, NO and N2O are also neutral. These are oxides of nitrogen. These acidic oxides further react with the water and they will give acids. So here carbonic acid H2CO3, H2SO3, that is sulfurous acid H3PO3. So here one conclusion has been made that non-metals will form acidic oxide, whereas metals form basic oxides. So here we are getting the acidic oxides, and acidic oxides in response to blue litmus, they turns the blue litmus into red. Blue outline shows that it is a blue litmus, and acidic oxides turns it into red. In the previous video, we have discussed about the basic oxides, that B for basic and B for blue. So basic oxides turn the litmus into blue color. So which litmus? Red litmus. So this is opposite to that. Non-metals are having opposite properties. Metal oxides are either basic in nature or they are amphoteric. At the same time, non-metal oxides are acidic in nature or they are neutral. Now neutral means this is not responding towards the blue or the red litmus. So no change in the color of red litmus to blue or blue litmus to red. Neutral oxides do not change the color of the litmus. This is how non-metals react with oxygen. The next is chemical properties of non-metals with water as well as with dilute acids. So with water, first we are going to discuss that. So it gives no reaction. The reason behind this is that non-metals on reaction with water, that has to provide electron to the H plus ions which are given from this H2O to evolve the hydrogen gas. But non-metals are not a good donor of electrons because non-metals are on the right hand side of the periodic table. and they are very near to the noble gas configuration. So they readily accept the electron rather losing the electron. So they are very poor donor of electrons. That is why they can't reduce the hydrogen from the water, produce hydrogen gas. That is the reason. Similarly, reaction of non-metals with dilute acid, there is no reaction. So why no reaction? Since from acid, the H plus which is released, these non-metals cannot give electrons to reduce this H plus ion to hydrogen gas. Since they are electron acceptors, rather they are electron donors. This reaction is not takes place. Here I have mentioned this for your information, so you can write down from here. Non-metals do not react with water or dilute acids to evolve hydrogen gas because non-metals couldn't provide electron to reduce hydrogen gas from the water or the dilute acids. Now the reaction of non-metals with salt solutions. So a more reactive non-metal displaces a less reactive non-metal from its salt solution. So here is the example. Suppose we are having sodium bromide, and this sodium bromide on reaction with chlorine gas, we will get sodium chloride and bromine is released, right? So here what is written in the brackets, it is AQ. AQ represents the aqueous. Aqueous means water solution. This G represents the gas. It means chlorine is in the gaseous form. NaCl is in aqueous, so this is in solution of water. Bromine is again aqueous, so this has solution of water, right, in the reaction container. Now reaction of non-metals with chlorine. So hydrogen on reaction with chlorine gas will give us 2HCl, and this is covalent compound. This is the covalent compound. So covalent compounds do not conduct the electricity. Phosphorus on reaction with chlorine, it forms phosphorus trichloride. So this is PCl3. This is in liquid form, right? So these covalent chlorides are in the form of liquids as well as gases. Very few non-metal chlorides are in the form of solids. Now the reaction of non-metals with hydrogen. So here hydrogen on reaction with sulfur, this is hydrogen gas and sulfur is in liquid form. It gives hydrogen sulfide as a gas and it has smell of rotten egg. Here nitrogen gas on reaction with hydrogen gas, it gives ammonia gas. So here is the NH3 in the gaseous form. Hydrogen on reaction with chlorine will give 2HCl. Hydrogen on reaction with oxygen will give H2O. These are the reactions of hydrogen with different non-metals. These all are covalent in nature and they do not conduct electricity in the liquid form or in the solution or in the molten forms. And their state of matter is basically liquid and gases. This is all about the chemical properties of non-metals which are given in your syllabus. And here is the NCERT exemplar question. A non-metal A is an important constituent of our food and forms two oxides B and C. Oxide B is toxic whereas C causes global warming. Identify A, B and C. To which group of periodic table does A belongs? So it's an important constituent of our food. It is carbon. What about two forms of its oxides B and C? B is toxic. So carbon monoxide is toxic in nature. So CO is the B and C causes global warming. So C is CO2. A is carbon, B is carbon monoxide, C is carbon dioxide. Which group of periodic table does A belongs? So A belongs to the 14th group of the periodic table. Here you can see carbon belongs to the 14th group. The relation of this carbon to the 14th group that we have already discussed in the periodic table videos. So you can go and check there, right? Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.